Yeah. So we giving you tips for formula for survival. In case y'all ain't never thought of this, everybody telling you what's going come getting ready to come, but I'm gonna tell you what you need to do if you want to make it through, especially if you can't escape. First of all, as far as your money situation, uh, every time there's a war, civil war, revolutionary war, the money that let's take for example the money that the uh, South, they call them the rebels, was using in the Civil War, Confederate money. After they lost the battle, that money wasn't no more good. You know, so the money, the war is kind of different now. It's a different war. It's being fought on a whole lot of different levels. But the money here in America is not going to be no more good. Now, they're sitting on top of the gold. They're going to stop selling that gold in a minute. Stop selling the silver, you know, to so you're not going to have uh, those that are getting it now. You know, mostly people that could afford gold and silver, but they're going to stop selling it. They're going to stop selling ammunition, stop selling weapons. Always don't trust the Chinese, don't trust the Russians, don't trust none of them. All of them is part of the beast. Now the beast, you know, if it turns on itself, that's good. But all of them want to rule the black man. The Caucasian, some of them are poor. They think they're in the same boat that you in, but they're not. Because they could walk among their people and, you know, won't be considered the enemy. But they can see by your complexion, they can see you coming from miles away. Automatically, you're their enemy. Now, some of them may pretend to get along with you so you can help them fight their battle. Because they don't want to, you know, be a casualty of war or a collateral damage, see. But even those that's our own complexion, uh, those that are black, so-called black, are going to be with the enemy. You know, spies for the enemy, like it is now in the streets, man. You know, guys will sell you out, you know, for $1 bill, but it's not gonna be $1 bill like that. But it might be guaranteed security where they might not have to starve or whatever. But you ain't got to starve either, black man. Now this is what we need to do. We need to form block clubs, lock down the communities. Uh, Anybody that's draining from the community, we need to get rid of them. You know, kick them out the community. Uh, we can't have no weak ones with us. You know, if a brother's weak, you know, brother or sister weak, can't have them in the community. And what I mean by weak is those that don't have a righteous bone in their body, don't want to be righteous. They might have a righteous bone in their body, but they don't want to be righteous. There's ways to test these brothers out and these sisters out. And so we're going to have to dig trenches, booby trap. So when the enemy come in, the National Guard and the CIA and the FBI, we're going to have to find a way to keep them on the outskirts of our community. Don't let them come in. And all those who refuse to recognize what time it really is, they got to go. They got to go. And don't let a brother talk, you know, well, man, black power and all like that. You got to really examine brothers nowadays. Now, this is another thing I suggest. The Moors, the Nation of Islam, the Gaviites, the 5% Nation, and the Nation of Gods and Earth, you're going to have to have scientists. You're going to have to have warriors. You're going to have to have scientists. You're going to have ambassadors. And the four nations, or the nations, we could put the Hebrew Israelites in there with them, the Rastas and all them. You know, we're going to have delegates. I mean, in other words, we're going to have to form committees of 4 or 5 from each nation. Panthers, I forgot about the Panthers. Had them with us. And we're going to have to organize our scientists, because we're going to have to combat some of these chemicals. And we're going to have to get another way of energy, preferably solar energy. And we're going to have to start trying to manufacture our own weapons. You know, we got genius brothers out there. They know how to do that. Chemists, we got scientists, we got electricians. We're gonna have to organize, and don't go where they say go. If you voluntarily do what they tell you to do, you're a fool. And ain't no way we can save you. You're going to have to get with yours, recognize, you know, who gonna help you fight, who gonna fight with you, and fight. Now, all these brothers getting loud, talking loud, don't listen to them. They all emotional. Forget them, man. That ain't nothing, man. You know, that's hot air. You need somebody with cool, calm, collect heads, you know, that can work under pressure. Because them brothers that's all loud, if they all loud, blowing all up in your face like that, all loud, they can't be no commanders and generals. Because they operating off of emotions. So stay tuned for this. You know, we're going to come back with some scriptures and some questions to ask some of these so-called leaders that y'all young ones like to follow so much. Black Light Gone.